Hello again, welcome back to the Telltale channel. Today we have two classic Noddy stories for you to enjoy. To start with we have Busy Little Noddy, followed by Noddy Lends a Hand. Be sure to pay close attention to the stories and watch them all the way to the end for the fun quizzes and fun facts. Please remember you can help the channel grow by just clicking the subscribe button, it's 100% free. Noddy was always very busy driving people around Toyland. There goes the little nodding man, passers-by said as he drove past. Who is he taking to the station this morning? Pop pop, went Noddy's horn as he hooted at three little skittles in the road. They scuttled out of the way quickly. Noddy had a lovely little home, which he and his friend Big Ears had built together from toy bricks. It's called House for One because it is so small. In the morning when Noddy woke up he sang a song as he got ready. I've cleaned my teeth, and I've brushed my hair, I've polished my shoes, and I've time to spare. I've plenty of time to nod my head. Noddy nod, Noddy nod. One morning there was a knock at Noddy's door. Hello Noddy, are you there? It was Clockwork Clown. Could you get out your car and take me to the village of the bouncing balls? I want to get a little bouncing ball for myself, he added. I plan to do a good trick with the ball, I am going to walk around on it. Noddy didn't think that was a very good idea, but he got out his car and drove Clockwork Clown to the village of the bouncing balls. When they got to the village, Clockwork Clown told Noddy to stay in the car. Be careful, called Noddy to the bouncing balls. If you bounce on my car you will flatten it, and me. But the balls didn't listen, they kept bouncing. Noddy thought he would drive off and hide. There were so many balls bouncing around that Noddy couldn't see where he was going. Whoa, 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 whoa. A funny noise came from one of the balls. It had a hole in it and all the air was coming out. This made the other bouncing balls very unhappy. Clockwork Clown hurried up to the car and jumped in. Quick Noddy, he cried, let's get out of here. Noddy drove home quickly, he didn't stop until he reached Toy Town Square. Thank you for taking me to the village of the bouncing balls, said Clockwork Clown, here's double your fare for all your trouble. When Noddy got home he found Gobo, one of the goblins, waiting for him. Gobo wanted Noddy to drive into the dark woods at midnight and pick him up. Noddy wasn't very sure, he knew what kinds of tricks the goblins could get up to, but Gobo offered him a bag of coins. Noddy agreed to pick Gobo up that night in the dark woods. Just before midnight, Noddy got into his little car and set off through the streets of Toy Town. It was dark and Noddy was a little bit nervous. Oh, thought Noddy to himself, I don't think this is a very good idea. When Noddy got to the dark woods he thought he could hear somebody singing a funny little song. It isn't very good, in the dark wood, in the middle of the night, when there isn't any light, it isn't very good, in the dark wood. Noddy began to get really scared. Hello Gobo, are you there, called Noddy. He called again and again as he went deeper and deeper into the dark woods, but got no answer. He was just about to turn around when Gobo and Sly jumped out in front of him. Here I am, Noddy, said Gobo. Now you are going to give us your car and go away. Poor Noddy didn't know what to do, so he got out of his car and the goblins leapt in and drove off. Noddy was all alone in the dark woods. He remembered the words of the goblin's song and felt very frightened. He began to wander through the dark woods calling out for help, but no one answered. Just as he was about to give up, he saw a light shining through the trees. As Noddy got closer and closer to the light he began to recognize the house. It's Big Ears' toadstool house, cried Noddy. Big Ears, are you there? Let me in please. Noddy told Big Ears the sad story of how the goblins had laid a trap for him and stolen his car. "Let's hurry back to Toy Town and tell Mr. Plod the policeman what has happened," said Big Ears, bundling Noddy out of the door. The two friends woke up a sleepy Mr. Plod, who listened to their tale with a very puzzled look on his face. "Don't you worry, Noddy," said Mr. Plod. "First thing tomorrow morning we shall look for your car. Now go home and get some sleep." The next morning Big Ears told Noddy he had a very good idea about how to find his car. Big Ears proudly showed Noddy a big notice. "Will anyone who hears Noddy's horn go pop pop, please tell Big Ears." "Ooh," cried Noddy, "you think the goblins will toot the horn in my car, and it will give away their hiding place? That's a very good idea, Big Ears." It was a very good idea. Master Tubby Bear knocked at Noddy's door. "Hello, Big Ears," said Tubby Bear. "I think I know where the goblins are hiding Noddy's car. I was out walking in the woods and I heard a pop-pop sound, just like Noddy's horn, coming from the old hollow tree." "Well done, Tubby Bear," said Big Ears happily. "Don't worry, Noddy, we will have your car back in no time." Big Ears went straight to find Mr. Plod. Together they headed into the dark woods to the old hollow tree. When they got to the tree, Big Ears and Mr. Plod began to talk very loudly. "Did you see Mr. Jumbo's car by the side of the road as we came past, Mr. Plod?" asked Big Ears. "Yes, Big Ears," replied Mr. Plod. "If Mr. Jumbo isn't careful, somebody will steal it." Big Ears and Mr. Plod knew that the goblins wouldn't be able to resist going to take a look at Mr. Jumbo's car. Sure enough, the goblins began to crawl out of the tree. Unluckily for them, Mr. Plod was there to catch them and he whisked them straight off to jail. Big Ears looked into the old hollow tree and saw Noddy's car. Very carefully he drove back to Noddy's house. Noddy was waiting anxiously at his house for Big Ears to return. Pop pop. Noddy's head began to nod rapidly. "My car," he cried. "Big Ears has found my car." Noddy ran outside to meet Big Ears. "Oh, thank you, Big Ears," he shouted. Big Ears and Noddy celebrated the return of Noddy's car with a big googleberry muffin each. The end. Fun fact. The Benz patent motor wagon, built in 1885 by the German Karl Benz, is widely regarded as the first practical modern automobile and was the first car put into production. It was patented and unveiled in 1886. The original cost of the vehicle in 1886 was 600 Imperial German marks, which was approximately $150 US. Were you paying close attention to the story? Try the fun quiz. Where did Clockwork Clown ask Noddy to take him? The answer is the village of the bouncing balls. What color was Noddy's hat? The answer is blue. Who did Noddy report his stolen car to? The answer is Mr. Plod. Fun fact. Rubber balls were invented by the ancient Mesoamericans, who used them in what was probably the first ever ball sport, a game similar to racquetball called the Mesoamerican ball game. This game was invented around 1600 BC, but could be even older. Stay tuned for the next story. Noddy was very excited as his friend Big Ears was coming for dinner. Noddy had all the ingredients laid out on his table and he was following the instructions in a cookbook. But before he got the dinner ready, somebody came knocking at Noddy's little front door. "Noddy, quick, open the door. it was one of the Skittle children. Big Ears has fallen off his bicycle and hurt his head. The bicycle is smashed to pieces. Quick, tell me where Big Ears is, said Noddy. I must help my friend. Oh dear, poor Big Ears, thought Noddy. I can't bear him to be hurt. I'm coming, Big Ears, I'm coming. He soon came to Toy Town Square where the accident had happened. There was Big Ears looking rather upset. Oh my dear Noddy, cried Big Ears. I feel a bit funny and my dear little bicycle is smashed to bits. Please will you take me home with you? Mrs. Skittle and Miss Pink Cat helped Big Ears into Noddy's car. He drove Big Ears home as fast as he could, but was very careful not to go over any bumps. You see, Noddy, it is all smashed to bits and I have no money saved up, so I can't buy a new one. I live so far away in the woods that I really must have a bicycle. Don't worry, Noddy told his friend, I will think of good ideas to raise some money for a new bicycle. But it wasn't so easy to think of ideas. Noddy looked out of the window and saw Clockwork Clown. He was taking the vegetables he had grown to Toy Town to sell them. That's it, thought Noddy, jumping to his feet. I will grow something and sell it so I will have lots of money to buy Big Ears a new bicycle. Noddy rushed into Toy Town to find something to grow. He came to the ice cream parlor and looked in the window. Googleberry muffins, oh, said Noddy, and toffees. I wish I had some money, I would take some home to Big Ears. Then a wonderful idea came into Noddy's head. I will buy a googleberry muffin and a toffee and plant them to grow googleberry muffin trees and toffee bushes. I will sell them when they are sweet and buy a bicycle for Big Ears. The strange seeds didn't come up the next day or the one after. Noddy was very sad. Perhaps I could make up a song and sell it, he thought. Big Ears says I'm very good at songs. I'll ask people if they would like me to make up a nice song about them. Master Tubby Bear was delighted at the idea of having a song made up about him and he bought one on the spot. Soon lots and lots of people wanted Noddy's songs. One day Tessie Bear knocked on the door. Hello Noddy, she said. Dinah Doll will give you a bag of coins if you move all of the presents from her stall to the station so that the train can collect them. Noddy was very pleased. He leapt in his car and drove straight to Dinah Doll's stall. He gathered all the presents and put them in his car. Then he drove as fast as he could to the station. He was so busy that he didn't notice Martha Monkey giving him a very strange look. Later that night, Mr. Plod, Dinah Doll and Martha Monkey knocked on Noddy's door. They all looked very cross indeed. Noddy, did you or did you not go to Dinah Doll's stall today and steal all the presents that were there? Demanded Mr. Plod. I did go to Dinah Doll's stall, said Noddy. But I didn't steal any presents. Oh, what a liar, cried Martha Monkey. I saw him putting the presents in his car. Dinah Doll sent me a message to take the presents to the station, for the train to pick up, said Noddy. That's right, added Big Ears. I heard Tessie Bear give Noddy the message myself. Mr. Plod sent Martha Monkey to fetch Tessie Bear. Well, of course Tessie Bear said that she had given Noddy the message. A goblin had met her in the village and had told her to ask Noddy to fetch the presents. Noddy still took those presents, said Mr. Plod, and unless he pays 3 bags of coins to Dinah Doll he will have to go to jail. Noddy looked in his piggy bank. He had exactly 3 bags of coins. Noddy was sad. That was the money I was saving to buy Big Ears a new bicycle. What will I do now? Big Ears had an idea. Noddy, take your car to the train station and see if you can catch the thief. Noddy drove to the station. He didn't have to wait very long before the thief appeared. Sly the Goblin was trying to put all the presents in a big sack and carry them off. Gotcha, shouted Noddy, jumping out from behind his car. Please, Noddy, begged Sly, don't take me to jail. I will give you anything you want. Would you like a spell? Noddy was very angry with the goblin, but he knew exactly what he could use the spell for. Noddy took the goblin to Big Ear's broken bicycle. If you can mend Big Ear's bicycle with your spell, I won't tell Mr. Plod about your trick to steal the presents. Sly started to sing a very strange song. Noddy watched as the bicycle began to put itself back together until it was whole again and just as good as new. Noddy was so happy that he let Sly go. Then he put the bicycle in the back of his car and drove it home to Big Ears. Big Ears was delighted to have his bicycle back. Noddy had brought him a bunch of balloons to celebrate. "Everything has come right," said Noddy. "Well, almost everything." He suddenly looked quite sad. "What hasn't come right?" asked Big Ears, very concerned. "Well, I planted a googleberry muffin and a toffee," said Noddy, "and I thought they'd grow into lovely little trees and I could sell them in town, but they didn't grow." "You funny little Noddy," laughed Big Ears. "You are the best friend in the world." The end. Fun fact. German inventor Karl von Drais is credited with developing the first bicycle. His machine, known as the Swift Walker, hit the road in 1817. This early bicycle had no pedals and its frame was a wooden beam. Were you paying close attention to the story? Try the fun quiz. Who wanted to send Noddy to jail? The answer is Mr. Plod. Who tricked Noddy into stealing the presents? The answer is Sly the Goblin. Who was first to buy one of Noddy's songs? The answer is Master Tubby Bear. Fun fact. The world's oldest station for engine trains was at Hyington, on the Stockton and Darlington Railway in northeast England, built by George Stephenson in the early 19th century. The station opened in 1827 and was in use until the 1970s. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Remember to like and subscribe for free to the Telltale channel and click the notification bell for more stories, quizzes, and fun facts. Check out the channel's playlist for more Telltale stories and fairy tales.